Weird.
We can't all make declarations of hatred at the same time. Hi, everybody.
There are dozens of us. Dozens!
你好中国，只叫西纳，我爱更尊重中。Shield up. There's nothing sacred.
Now, wait a Alson, help me up onto his casket so I can dance on it.
I don't care.
But how did you ever find us?
Oh, easy. We just read the screenplay you left us.
And Hispanic people, too.
Globe gold! Globe gold! Globe gold!
You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
I'll help you.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Huh? Zappuccino.
All right, it is Thursday night in Tooney Town, and that can only mean one thing. It is time for my favorite night of the week, folks, because it is time for Tooney Talk TV. Folks, my name is Marvin, and I am the Movie Monster, and I am thrilled to welcome you all to another stellar night of pop culture discussion. We have got a busy week coming on here on the Tooney Town channels. We've got a new video dropping tomorrow morning. We are going to try to do a another members-only chat. I'm going to try for tomorrow, but I have an event that I have to go to tomorrow night, so I'm not 100% sure if I can make that happen. If not, it'll definitely be Monday. So yeah, whole lot going on. Plus, you know, this wonderful live stream here tonight. Looking forward to hearing from you guys tonight. Looking forward to diving into all the things you want us to talk about. But I'm also looking forward to diving into conversation with my all-star panel with the Tooney Town Titans.
Titans, go!
What up, girl?
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
You know, I feel like you might, if I ask you, like, do you like Dexter?
I've never seen it.
Really? It feels like your kind of thing.
It does, but for some reason, I just never sat and watched it. Like,
I actually recommend. So, I'm rewatching it right now, and we'll get into this. And I guess what do you watch? So I'm rewatching it for a very specific reason, but I also started reading the books. And yeah, it's interesting. I just thought it would be right up your alley.
You're rewatching Dexter. How far have you gotten Supernatural, Marv?
No farther than we were when last we spoke. So I'm not done with it. I got sidetracked.
I see that, sir.
So
the worst thing you did was tell me you started it, because now I'm going to bother you about it.
Well,
I was leaving you alone. That's why you told me, so I could bother you about it. All right.
Yeah, because that way I'm held accountable to continue to watch it.
All right. Well, I will do that.
Well, I'm glad you will.
You can count on me, like my two dads.
What?
This theme song. Pretty sure it's my two dads. You can count on me. Martin will know. Bring in Martin.
Yeah, sure. I love good Paul Reiser comedy.
Yes, I was right. I had the right theme song.
Yeah.
Is My Two Dads? Is it a show about gay dads?
No, this is before that. Although I think that's probably where it started in the planning phase.
Uh-huh.
But it's these two guys who may or may not have knocked up a woman, and the judge doesn't know which one is the dad, so she just decides that they'll both raise the child. This is before DNA testing.
Yeah,
I was about to say, is there such a thing as a paternity test?
Right, but one of them's Paul Reiser, and the other is
BJ and the Bear.
Yeah, the guy from
right?
BJ and the Bear. I can't remember his name.
Me
So,
neither.
you got to be able to look at that kid and know which one is.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't know. Maybe the mom just had like really intense genes. Like,
could be that.
This is like the premise of Mamma Mia before Mamma Mia, the movie, right? Because wasn't that she didn't know who her dad was, and it could have been like any of these three guys. I've never seen it.
It's also the premise of every episode of the Maury Povich show.
This is also
That's
true.
Greg Evigan, by the way. Thank you, William Schweikert.
Nolan Thunder, what's going on, buddy?
Is this true that this is the gayest show on TV? My two dads.
I was talking about this one. I was like, why would you say that, Nolan?
Yeah, we're not on TV.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we are on some TVs right now. So
maybe.
Yeah.
Not mine.
I don't know. Something to think about. But Nolan, how are you this week?
I'm doing all right. I had a pretty good weekend. I'm excited to share a bit about when you asked like what we were watching for the week. But yeah, it's been a weird weekend. Oh my God, John Williams. Forget about me. Talk about him.
And John Williams, man, we haven't seen him in a hot minute. Kicks in the door and says,
"Oh, I see. Oh, it was no one's fault. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well then, problem solved."
He's back from his vacation. Welcome back, John Williams. Where did you go, and what did you see? That's what I want to hear. But,
where did you come from?
Back.
Where did you go?
Yeah.
It is not the first Cotton Eye Joe reference on this show ever, which is strange.
It's the last one. But I cannot stand Cotton Eye Joe. I can't stand the cha-cha slide. I can't stand either of those things. And at every wedding when they play, I'm just like, ugh.
Can we throw Macarena on there too?
Your sideshow Bob stepping on rakes?
Yeah. Good old Trish.
I love that scene.
Yeah, but all right. So guys, we do count on your generous super chats to keep the lights on around here. It is one of the things we truly rely on you for. And so we will always read aloud your super chats in between each story and segment that we do. We do take breaks for super chats of $50 or more. So if you want to interject in the conversation, just super chat $50 or more. If not, we will get to you in between segments. We never leave a super chat behind, or gifted membership like Nolan Thunder paying his way onto the show this week by gifting one Tooney Town TV membership.
As I said before, I thought you paid to leave the show.
Mike Glass for $5 says, did you see that the actor who last played Superman on TV wants to be the new Batman? He says Glom Gold casket.
Olsen, help me up onto his casket so I can dance on it.
Well, if that is if you're talking about Tyler Hoechlin, one, no, I have not seen that. Two, he'd be excellent because he's a really good actor and I think he's got the jaw for it. But that would be something if he became Batman. I don't know how I feel about a Superman playing Batman, but Bruce and Clark do sometimes look alike. So, black hair.
I like how we decide comic characters. For the females, it's the size of the boobs, and for the males, it's the size of the jawline.
I would say there's no superhero whose jawline is more important than Batman's.
I agree. If you look at like new Batman Adventures Batman, I think like half his face was his dang jaw.
Mm-hmm. Well, because like his jaw is just like the primary like feature. You got to have that pronounced. It's how they drew him in the animated series too, with that pronounced jaw.
Mm-hmm. So. Only beaten by the Crimson Chin.
Yep. All BBB. Oh, he simplified it for me. Bless your heart. For $2. Wait, is that the crippler crossface on who?
It's Jerry Jones. What happened today was Micah Parsons got traded from the Cowboys to the Packers after Jerry Jones screwed the pooch, and he's known as being like one of the best players in the league due to Jerry Jones being an idiot.
I thought it was Tim Walls. So apparently I was wrong.
Wait, there's a football player other than Travis Kelce?
No, not anymore. Thanks to Taylor Swift.
Go Taylor's boyfriend.
Fiance. Get it right, Marv.
For now.
Did you see the size of her ring?
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine.
It was
You probably
like
see from space.
Yeah,
that feels like it would be like a burden to carry around.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's got a different one for her everyday life, because that thing is just taking up a third of her finger.
Good lord.
You just see Taylor Swift next concert and she's like ripped in one arm because she's been hauling that ring around.
I, in fact, will not see Taylor Swift in another concert.
Yeah, no,
wasn't she did.
Another?
Mm-hmm. Well, she is she is Tadoff Switler, the child of Satan. So.
And I've got daughters, so there's a possibility I may someday have to see a concert.
I feel like that's one you tag your wife in for, right?
Yeah, but she's got medical problems.
Yeah, it's harder.
Maybe it's the long con. Maybe she's faking them for this inevitability.
Because she knows that eventually a Taylor Swift concert will come up. So, oh my goodness. XJ Cherokee Bear for $2 says, "My Two Dads reboot with Harry Sisson and Chris Mowry." That would be a bit of a different show, I think. John Williams checking in for $4.99 says, "Gail Simone regularly goes on tirades on how Power Girl's chest window is a national treasure." I mean, it is. So, you know, we do love Power Girl and her powerful chest. So, you and Kumia, a member for 11 months, also says, "I give that marriage 2 years at most." Well, yeah, because she's got to write the divorce album, because it's going to be, you know, it's all part of the plan, guys. It's all part of the marketing.
I hope it lasts. But hey, if it doesn't, Taylor, I'm available. Just so you know. I'm hoping for her happiness. I'm thinking long term for her, but you know, if worse comes to worse, it crashes and burning. Hey, I'm still here for her.
Why are you in any way invested in this?
Because he loves her. Where have you been?
This is not Nolan Thunder trivia that I knew. I thought you were.
This is like the fourth time he's mentioned it on the show.
I thought he was.
You know how jealous I was?
I thought he was being ironic.
You know how jealous I was of Trish when she got to go to Taylor Swift trivia night and I didn't get to go?
And I knew nothing.
I'm
just
sorry.
enjoyed my food.
You did what?
My friend wanted to go, and she was just like, "Will you please go with me?"
Yeah.
I didn't answer one thing.
You were 100% sitting there by yourself, housing a plate of nachos and answering every question.
I wish I would have been more useful, just hoovering down nachos and playing
What
trivia.
did you eat? What does one eat at Taylor Swift trivia night?
Well, it's at a restaurant, so
I know,
whatever's
but
on their menu.
Yeah,
I got a
what
chicken.
Taylor Swift? Like, I was interested in like what Taylor Swift trivia puts you in the mood for.
Oh, nothing. But I ate a chicken sandwich that had hot sauce on it because I love.
I'm sorry, a chicken sandwich with a hot dog on it.
Hot sauce.
Oh, okay. Because I heard hot dog too.
Yeah, I think everyone. I was about to be like, "That's awesome." It'd be like what, like a breaded chicken patty with like a sliced hot dog on top of it. That actually sounds good.
Right, but do you garnish that like a hot dog or garnish it like a chicken sandwich?
Good question. I think you go ketchup mayo on it because you could very easily do either like that.
What's gonna be the new segment of our show? Instead of "What are you watching?" it's "What are you eating today?"
It's like what can you put a hot dog on? I think is more the question, because like, have you ever like had a burger that has a hot dog on it? Like when you like, they used to have one at Disney. It was called the Picnic Dog. It was at Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater, and it was like never again.
Hold that theater.
Yeah. It's like never again do I have to make the choice between a hot dog and a hamburger.
I did once make a hamburger, and I ground in andouille sausage into the hamburger mix. That was pretty good.
That sounds lovely.
Martin, you're full of recipes like that. It's fascinating the way your brain works. I wouldn't think to do that. I don't like to cook though.
We were watching The Sopranos tonight, and they brought up this dish that I had never heard of, pasta badon. Trish, have you ever had that?
I don't think so.
No, it's like pasta and potatoes, and it's supposed to be some kind of comfort food, like a Napoletan comfort food. And I was like, I've never in my life had that.
Me neither. And that's my family's Italian heritage is Naples.
Mine
so
too.
Like, how did we never have that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like. I've never even heard of it.
Me neither.
Like, I mean, it was always escarole and beans or pasta fazool or, like all the other crazy sounding foods that we have.
Wasn't in the dish Italian household. Trish the dish.
Mm.
Was in the dish Italian household.
Oh, that's what we're calling it?
I'm not going to say my real last name.
I just like the dish Italian house. Can we at least put a vowel at the end of it? Like dish with an E at the end?
Trish Dishy?
D''ish.
That's it. ISHE. Dishe.
Just throwing letters now.
You have to end with a vowel, Trish.
Yeah, no, you do have to end with a vowel.
Unless it's Venetian dialect.
Yeah. I've been there.
Darn right, the Venetians,
Rode on a
baby.
gondola. Thanks, Nolan. He's like, heck yeah. Venice, am I right?
You've never been to the old country though, right?
Yeah, I have.
You have?
And you say you think you're more Italian than me.
Well, no, just because you've gone to the old country doesn't make you more Italian than someone.
My family, events, holidays, everything. The only people who were not 100% Italian were me and my dad. Everybody else in there was 100% Italian. And this is every holiday, every birthday, everything from when I was born. So all I know are Italian holidays. That's all I know.
All right. Do you do the fish on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, we won't do like 7, but we'll do.
I only did that one time. But yeah, we do like shrimp. We have like a cold shrimp salad. We have fried shrimp. We have lobster tail. We used to have lobster tails, and then we got cheap, and now we do lobster ravioli.
It counts. It has lobster in it.
It's not the same. You have to fight to get it out.
I think you get older and you do it enough, and you're just like, I don't want to go to all that effort anymore. It's got fish in it. Here you go. Next, it'll be Long John Silver's.
Went to a friend's house for the Feast of Seven Fishes one year, and like half the dishes were like sashimi dishes and stuff like that, which was great.
What?
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, but no.
Half of his family was cool with it, and the other really, really Italian half of it was like, no, not at all.
Yeah, no. Absolutely
I'd be
not.
fine.
It was some of the best sushi grade tuna I've ever had.
Oh, it sounds so good.
It does.
I just had sushi yesterday.
My mother is weird. My mother is completely weirded out by sushi. Like, she won't eat it because she thinks it's just raw fish. I'm like, Ma, it's prepared. It's not like, it's not like they just like gutted a fish and put it on a plate. Like,
I mean, they know the parts of the fish that are safe, and they
right.
Like, if it was unsafe to eat, people would be dropping dead. Japan's got a billion people in it. I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Manhattan.
Does she look at it the same way that like everyone did in Indiana Jones Temple of Doom when they bring out the monkey brains?
Kinda.
Did you just compare sushi to monkey brains, Nolan?
Maybe.
Slightly offended.
Whenever I hear about monkey brains, I don't think about Indiana Jones. I think about Clue.
I was gonna make that reference.
Yeah.
Monkey's brains, though popular in Cantonese cuisine.
Is that what we ate?
I haven't watched that movie in forever.
Man, this is the second or third time I'll be talking about that movie just this week. I think both other times with Jonas. That is one of the greatest movies ever made. 1 + 1 + 2 + 1. Flames.
No, it's 1 + 2 + 1 + 1.
My face.
I love Madeline Kahn. Yeah, when I was a kid, little known Marv fact, when I was a kid, I had a crush on Madeline Kahn.
Okay.
Because and I knew her from nothing else, but she did when I was a little kid, she did a segment with Grover on Sesame Street. And I was like, that lady's pretty. Like,
set the tone.
And then like when she sings in Clue, I was like, hey, that's the Grover lady.
The Grover lady. Well, may she rest.
I know, it's a tragedy. But yeah, that movie. I love the way that they did that movie too, where like with the 3 different endings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you don't know, like each theater got a different one. I love that. And on the
did
DVD,
each theater get a different ending?
Yeah, you didn't know which one your theater was going to get. And on the DVD,
please no spoilers, as Nolan Thunder has still not seen Clue. Just please, thank you.
Okay. I mean, technically, we could spoil one ending and still not spoil the movie for you.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess if you want.
We could even spoil 2 and not spoil the movie for you.
That would be really mean.
It's one of my favorite Tim Curry performances of all time.
Which is saying something because it's Tim Curry.
Yes.
Like everything from stepping into the dog poop at the beginning, and then they brought that joke back just enough with the smell and all that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny is when I saw the Go-Go's ages ago, I saw Jane Weedling come out, and I was just like, I thought of Clue for a second because she's the singing telegram girl.
Yes.
I am your singing telegram. It's an amazing movie. So you know what the greatest Tim Curry performance of all time is, right?
You could just say like Muppet Christmas Carol or something, right?
He's not in Muppet Christmas Carol. He's in Muppet Treasure Island. And
I can't remember which one he was in. I just knew he was in a Muppet one.
I'm gonna show you right now, Trish. Okay, ready?
Don't get all, high and mighty with me. I haven't seen Labyrinth.
You've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Come on! That delivery? Spies! The one place that has not been corrupted by capitalism.
Capitalism! Space!
What's great is if you...
This is from a video game, by the way, apparently.
If you move the cursor, you can see that the most watched part is that part.
Have you seen in Congo the part where he gets stopped at customs and eats the customs agent's sesame roll or something like that? It's very funny.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, me neither.
Satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
You need to put that in the clips, man.
I need to clip that. It is one of my favorite clips of all time.
I will say that before I saw It Chapter 1, I was like, who's going to beat Tim Curry as Pennywise? But I thought Bill Skarsgård did a good job. Different, but I thought he did
entirely different movie.
Yeah, but I thought he was good because I went in there like a little closed off, like really, it's Tim Curry, but he did his own thing. He was great.
The only clip that I think I love more than the space clip. Have you guys ever seen the Hercules clip where Kevin Sorbo is acting as the Sovereign, which is like the evil version of Hercules? And clearly in the script, it says that he has to be disappointed by something. And just hold on, Trish, you have to see this.
It's
Wait a minute. This isn't my world. Disappointed!
he thought the stage direction was his line.
You know what? It makes it great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Kevin Sorbo made it great.
Disappointed!
And like, if you're supposed to sound disappointed, that's a choice.
What I don't get is how come no one stopped and it was like, no, don't say it. They actually used it in the show.
It made it into the show.
That's what I'm saying.
I just imagine like
they loved it.
I imagine Sam Raimi just sitting there and they're like, should we call cut? No. Like
they might have been intimidated when he's shouting, like, dang, man.
This is syndicated TV gold.
This is gonna get played on YouTube forever.
We're gonna make Tooney Talk TV, baby.
Oh my goodness. And when they bring the Sovereign back, they actually bring the Disappointed back.
Wait, really?
Yeah. There's another episode where he comes back and he fights Hercules. When Hercules gets through the portal and he misses him, he goes, very disappointed. So
it's a thing now.
Stuff like that. Spies.
I love it.
Like, I love how pleased he is with himself that he's going to space. to the point where he had to laugh and like wind up into it.
Yep. But now Elon has brought capitalism to space, so not even there.
Disappointed.
Thank you, Nolan. He was so disappointed that it went over everybody when we got quiet.
It seriously was.
Miasma of disappointment. Because I understand everybody and the chat that it works, but at the time, you would think that the people making the show wouldn't have been like, "Yeah, this is fun." You know what I'm saying? Like,
my guess is the entire crew laughed. Like the entire crew laughed, and it was they were like, "No, like keep it. Let's get more takes of that."
Yeah, kind of like he stumbled into an ad lib. He didn't think he was ad libbing, but he was ad libbing.
Yeah,
I had heard somewhere that in 300, when the Scottish guy that plays Leonidas shouts the "This is Sparta" line, that was like a last minute thing. That was never one of the takes they rehearsed. He just said, "I want to try something," and he gives this absolutely insane shout, and everybody thought, "Okay, we'll never use that," and then that ends up in the trailer.
Man, the 2009 internet memes thank him.
Wasn't there something like that with the first Iron Man? Wasn't it Robert Downey Jr.'s like idea or something?
What was?
I might be mixing things up because there's so many of those movies.
Is it the explosion scene where he does like his arms out thing? I might know what you're talking about.
Him saying "I am Iron Man" at the end. I feel like they didn't necessarily plan that.
Oh, I had heard a rumor that was ad lib, but I can't imagine it was.
Right? But then also I think I'd heard in Endgame they didn't initially have him saying in the script "I am Iron Man" before snapping his fingers.
No, I think that I don't think that was written out beforehand.
Yeah, and they said that was kind of like his thing, I think. I don't know. Things get foggy and you hear enough things. I'm like, I don't know if I've got the right thing, but I know I heard something like that.
All right, we got some more super chats that just came in. So let's see. John Williams 199 said she's not Latina, Nolan.
I know, John Williams.
She's Latina in my heart.
It's the anomaly, you know.
She also doesn't meet Nolan's other requirement.
What is that?
The other part of being Latina.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay. I get you there. You know, the exceptions can be made sometimes.
She's the exception that proves the rule, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
RGD 425 for 199 says, as a non-Swiftie, her country music was solid. Sure. I never really considered her country. Like
she was in the beginning. My guitar. She was absolutely country in the beginning.
Trish, did you know that she was the babysitter for Jeff Jarrett's children?
I did. You and Kevin, I hadn't known that, but you and Kevin informed me of it, which is just so random.
I know. I mean, it kind of makes sense that, you know, Tennessee and whatnot, but all BBB $2 says my girlfriend won't stop about the engagement. Oh, it's a fantastic picture.
Thank you, all B.
I have to make the screen bigger for his icon so I can see them.
John Williams for 199 says Mafia the Old Country is a good game. Is it? I had heard mixed things about it. If it's good, then I want to play it. But the I'm playing Mafia 2 right now. And you know, it did that little thing where it was like this game is a product of the time that it was made and depicts you know, stereotypes and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh gosh, like I hate when that happens. And then you have to go into like the black neighborhood in one of the missions, and I'm like, oh, I understand why we have the thing now, because they actually have them talk the way, you know, New York Italians in the 1940s would have talked.
I smell what you're stepping in.
Yeah, that's as far as I'm going because Kevin's not here. You and Cumia 499 says my mother would not touch sushi. She loved gefilte fish. Madeline Kahn was great. Glomgold.
I love the Glomgold at the end.
Yes.
Glomgold! 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 Glomgold!
I just saw gefilte fish at the supermarket for the first time in ever.
I've never in my life had gefilte fish. No.
Really?
I don't know if I've had it. I've seen it, but I don't know if I've ever actually. I feel like I have had it. Actually,
I've never
like,
been
clearly
to
I can't remember what I thought about it.
I mean, I've never been to a Seder or anything, so.
Have you been to a bar or a bat mitzvah?
No.
Okay, I've been to a bat mitzvah.
I mean, my understanding is gefilte fish is just white fish or carp prepared a particular way.
Oh, okay. It's not like a specific fish.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not under the impression it is.
I remember the whenever anyone brought in like the food of their culture to school, I was always the one that made them feel really bad about it for some reason.
You didn't like it?
Yes. So like one of the Jewish kids when we were in elementary school brought in matzah, and like I took a bite of it, and I was just like, "Why the hell do you eat this?"
God,
it's like a cracker. I didn't know it had religious significance. I was like,
raised in a barn. You couldn't just be like, "Oh yeah, this is interesting."
And then
this sucks.
Then this little Irish girl brings in Irish soda bread one time.
I like Irish soda bread.
I took one bite of it and I went, "Bleh!" Spit it out all over the desk.
Are you like a really picky eater or something?
No, it's just those two things just did not like. The Irish soda bread was nasty. I've never tried it again since.
I like Irish soda bread.
It was like the time that I thought a bottle of tonic water was a bottle of seltzer water and took a swig of it and was like, "Ugh!"
Oh, those are not the same.
Yeah, no, that's different.
There's so much quinine in tonic water.
Yeah, I was definitely like, but so here's the thing. When I was a kid, like nobody laughed when I did these things. Everyone was just like, "Oh, Marvin's a loser," like because like I wanted to make people laugh my whole life. Like I always wanted to be funny. I always kind of wanted to be the guy that made everybody laugh. I was really bad at it in the beginning. And, like I was really, really bad at it until I started making fun of myself. And then I was like, okay, so self-deprecation is the way to go when it comes to humor. John Williams for $4.99 says Curry saying space rivals Christopher Walken saying it's not over. Bears. John Williams also for $4.99 says Curry played Pennywise as a killer blending in. Bill plays Pennywise as a creature pretending to be a man.
I will say Bill Skarsgård is the reason why I would be like, "Hiya, Georgie," whenever I see the name George. Totally ruined that for me.
Liquid Fox for $5 Canadian says still waiting for my card issue to be resolved, but I took steps to ensure my Tooney Town TV membership will be renewed. Google Play for the win. Liquid Fox, if you're having issues, man, you can let it lapse, brother. I don't want anyone to ever put themselves in a financially difficult situation just to contribute to the show. Obviously, we appreciate every time that anyone super chats but don't put yourself in financial hardship as a result, please.
Never sell your body for Tooney Talk TV.
Yes.
Well, you just escalated it, Nolan.
You don't
have to let people know. PSAs,
Blue to you says, Marvin, do you like fish sticks? I love them. Love putting fish sticks in my mouth.
Well,
I'm waiting for him to now.
Kanye is not behind the puppet.
I'm just waiting for him to type in the punchline now because somebody has to, so I can bring it up because it's the greatest joke of all time. I love fish sticks. Nolan, do you like fish sticks?
I don't eat meat.
Oh, damn it, Nolan. Fish is not meat, Nolan.
There are vegetarians that will eat fish, right? Isn't there
pescatarians?
Like,
they're called pescatarians.
What are you, gay? What are you, a gay fish?
Mike.
Nah, I don't want to do the response. It's too mean.
What, fish are friends, not food?
No, my burns for that is people I like always tell me that. My response is always, "Gay, no, I'm straighter than the pole your mama dances on."
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's from South Park. It was a whole episode where like the boys make up a joke where it's like, "Do you like fish sticks?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, I like fish sticks." It's like, "What are you, a gay fish?"
And Kanye got really angry about it.
And it blows up. It becomes the funniest joke in the world. But the one person who doesn't get it is Kanye West. And like every time somebody, he's like, "Man, I ain't gay, and I certainly ain't no fish." My favorite is when Kanye busts in the door and Cartman goes, "Oh, it's Puff Daddy." I'm a lyrical wordsmith genius. Oh God, I love it.
I need to see this.
Liquid Fox for $5 Canadian says, no, Amazon did a fraudulent charge on my card and my bank had to cancel my card and I'm waiting for my new one. Money is not an issue. Yeah, no, I've been in that position as well. It's always a nightmare having to wait for the at least the American banks. Notice what they do is the last time this happened to me, I was able to get a digital card through the bank website, and it gives you like,
I feel about that. I don't know, the idea that being digital.
Yeah.
This is I'm too ancient. I'm like, no.
I don't know.
I'm just glad nobody had to put out the red light.
Or the red house.
Liquid Fox's name is Roxanne. Is it?
That joke was basically for Trish.
Thank you, Martin. I did love it. Sting has been coming up a lot for me lately.
At the Red House, where black people and white people buy furniture.
And Hispanic people, too.
That couldn't wait for me to be done.
No, it was already late because no one made the reference and I was desperately trying to find the clip.
So because you couldn't find a clip, I had to get cut off.
The best part about it is I can still see you all when the clips are playing. So I got to watch Trish's like annoyance.
I went like this.
I saw. I was part of that.
Yeah, I know you saw it. I saw
Was
myself
along
do
for
it.
the ride.
Was I making a weird face?
Yeah, typically.
Wow, that's just an insult to your little icon there. Always
Oh,
typically
my
making
goodness.
a weird face.
All right, guys. Well, we usually have to start off the show 45 minutes into the show by asking each other what we are watching or reading or eating or whatever it is. Like what's going on in our week. So Trish, what are you watching?
Nothing. I am, however, playing, and nobody here will appreciate this because it's a cozy game, but I have been playing Carl Island, which is like you're a farmer and then you like help the town, and in this one you can become a mermaid. No, it's not like it's more like kind of just a Stardew Valley-esque, like in that vein. Okay. Only I can become a mermaid in this one. So
my wife has been playing some farm game that on the PlayStation right now, and it's just she's like obsessed with it, and she like updates me, and she's like, I got a cow and I got a pig, and I'm like, okay.
I just got animals on mine. See, it's hard because it became trendy, these games, so now everybody just cranks out crap ones. Yeah. You kind of have to know, you have to navigate it now because, of course, with anything. But that's all I've been doing, really, is playing that game in my free time.
What's it called?
Carl Island.
Carl Island, like some guy named Carl?
I've been trying, everybody thinks I say Carl. Coral Island. The way it comes out.
Oh,
Carl
I was like Carl from Jimmy
Neutron? Okay. Like, are we like chat and panel here? We're all 100% in agreement that she said Carl Island.
Yeah,
right?
No, you're like the fifth person who's been like Carl. I know it's the way I say
like
it.
Carl Winslow. Like if this is a
it's
game
okay,
where like,
in the ocean
Island, instead of Tom Nook, you go into debt to Reginald Vell Johnson. I'm like all here for this.
Hey, Trish, tomato, Jeffrey Joffrey, am I right?
No, this is just I don't know how to say things. You live in an alternate universe, Nolan. This is
what?
not I don't know how to say things. It's just the way it comes out of my mouth.
Jeffrey
I don't
and
know
Joffrey
why.
are not the same things.
No, how would you say a name spelled Geoffrey?
Geo. That's Jeffrey.
Right.
Not according to Nolan.
Hey, the first time I ever heard it pronounced was in a Nostalgia Critic video about commercials, and he said Joffrey, so it stuck with my mind ever since. So maybe I've been wrong this whole time.
No,
but if I'm right, I told you so.
Well, no, because Jeffrey Rush is Jeffrey Rush, and that's how he spells it.
I didn't even think of that, Martin.
Yeah,
that was me.
I didn't even think of that.
That was me.
It's because yes, but there was a discussion we had on Monday, me, Trish, and Nolan, while we were doing the Lost Guys.
I was like, how did you mistake me for Martin? We don't sound anything alike.
It created a great image that I'm excited
Jeffrey
about.
the Giraffe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
yes.
talking about
Yeah.
Toys R Us and Jeffrey the Giraffe, and he kept saying Joffrey the Giraffe.
And finally,
Well,
Martin
no,
and I
so-
were like, Joffrey? Like, I thought it was Jeffrey.
It is Jeffrey the Giraffe, first of all, and it's like it's also like it's Joffrey when it's an O before the E, like Joffrey's Coffee at Disney. It's Joe.
Okay.
I thought
Okay.
Joffrey is
I can accept that.
Joffrey, like Jeffrey, but the E is an O. I thought that's how you spell Joffrey. Am I wrong? Maybe this is like alternate spellings of names. Maybe we're both right. Like, isn't the Game of Thrones Joffrey
Joffrey, but it's Joff. It's J-O.
Yes,
Joffrey in Game of Thrones, I
Joff.
believe, is Joffrey, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds right.
All right. Like, okay, so here's one. How would you say this? MacDonalds.
Wait, McDonald's?
Yeah, right. All right. So MacDougals.
McDougal's.
Okay. MacHine.
MacHine.
I'm so glad you got. I was waiting. Most people say Mac Hine.
And this is how it went in my head. I spelled. I went Mac Hine. No, Trish, this machine. That's how.
Yep. Most people it's such an easy way to get people. People always fall like Gary on Howard Stern fell for that. And they called him Mac Hine for like a month.
Well, the moral of the story is I don't know why it comes out of my mouth that way, but it does, and I confuse everybody. So yes, I know that was me. I do know that was me.
Are you watching anything else besides playing Carl Island?
No, I'm not watching anything. We should create
Okay.
our own game, Carl Island. Now, see,
Yeah.
Yes.
we should.
All right, Carl Island.
Someone out there
We'll
stealing
make
it.
happen.
Okay.
All right, Martin, what are you watching?
I've been watching some old film noir movies, but I'm also in the last season of original Doctor Who.
Oh, with Sylvester McCoy?
Yeah, that's the one.
Are you going to watch the movie next?
Yes, I am.
Is it the American movie or a different movie?
Yeah, that's the American movie.
Okay.
And then are you going to watch Night of the Doctor when the 8th Doctor regenerates?
I probably will. I'm intending to watch up through the end of the 12th Doctor, and I'll probably also watch Night of the Doctor as well.
When he says, "Doctor, I let you go," so do I.
Yeah.
I'm actually wearing a shirt right now. It says Doctor Who, but it's not a Doctor Who shirt. It's a Dr. D. Dave Schultz shirt. He's the wrestler that slapped John Stossel in the 80s.
Isn't he the one who? No, I might be mixing it up. Keep going because I feel like
who do you think he was?
Isn't he the one who said somebody had a disease that you shouldn't be saying you have?
Yes.
Like Jerry Lawler. Okay.
No, that's him. He said it about Jerry Lawler.
Okay, there you go. That's why. It
You
was
got a
mixed up.
disease, boy. You got a disease. I think. Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The day that Kevin and I found that promo was the greatest day of our lives. We played that
Cried
thing
laughing.
ad nauseum. Cried laughing. It was so funny. Oh my goodness. Nolan Thunder, what are you watching or reading or?
So after feeling a bit down about going to see Shin Godzilla about a week ago because the theater screwed up the sound system and all that, I actually went to a one-day event because they were doing a double feature of Batman 89 and Batman Returns. So I went to see it this past Monday, and I know it's a bit of a hot take because I'm sure no one on the panel is going to agree with me on this one. Batman Returns is actually my favorite Batman movie. It's actually like a top 3 movie for me of all time. I take a lot of influence on it, and I love the artistic direction of it and all that. And it was just an amazing time. And it was just really satisfying to go there. And, the whole dang movie, there's no CGI. Everything they had to actually, try. So that was a fun time. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. I like that a lot. I like Batman Returns. I have a soft spot for that movie. Martin, what do you think of Batman Returns?
Really?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, Christopher Walken acting crazy is always going to be a good time.
Michelle Pfeiffer
I gave my blood at the office.
Michelle Pfeiffer is a treasure in that movie.
Did anyone ever see the video of her doing hitting with the whip heads off of mannequins, and she did it all in one shot?
Yes, I've seen that.
That was impressive.
Incredible.
What if Lauren could do that? Because Lauren does know how to use the whip.
Oh, because he has the whip. I was like, why did you go to Lauren after thinking about Michelle Pfeiffer? And I was like, oh.
It's not like you said Kurt Russell. I wish you were for that. I wanted to razz him about it.
So I'm so upset. You dedicate the entire show to Lauren X Kurt Russell. Like,
that's really why he's not here.
He's in hiding right now.
Lauren loves his movie props, but I don't think he's dressing like Catwoman for that trick.
Probably not.
That's what I meant. Like, when I think latex and Catwoman, the first thing comes to my mind isn't Lauren Connor.
It's the whip, because he's the only guy I know that knows how to use a whip.
I'm just gonna let that one marinate for a second.
Nolan, did you ever start the Power Ranger comic?
There were a lot of profanity words that just came into my mind, but I can't say them on YouTube because I want your stream to say monetized. So next week, my homie, next week.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to ask you every week.
No, I promise. I'll get it.
I need literally no one else that I know reads these books, and I need someone to talk to about them because I literally bought them for Kevin and sent them to his house, and he still has not read them.
This is funny.
Give a time limit that they get sent to me if not.
What was that, Martin?
Trish is going to be on Marvin about watching Supernatural. Marvin's going to be on Nolan about reading the Power Ranger books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was about to say, well, I know what Marv hasn't been watching this week.
Yeah, no,
I'd get on Martin. I'd get on Martin about not watching something, but Martin's seen like everything.
I know.
We don't give Martin guff. Martin gives no one else guff. So
yeah,
Marvin, however, with the
I have been watching Dexter. I'm in season 2 now. Gosh, so somebody told me that like the new Dexter that just came out is like really. So I watched Dexter years ago, watched it to completion, and never went back to it because the ending is terrible. The last season, probably the last 2 seasons, were just really, really subpar. And if something ends poorly, I can't, I really can't do it anymore. But they've now done 2 revival series, and apparently they're good. So
you just canceled it.
Yeah, Skydance announced that they will not be continuing the Dexter series.
No, they canceled the prequel series.
Oh, the prequel series. Okay.
Yes, the prequel
2
series.
out now?
Yeah. There's first blood. There's resurrection. I don't know. There's a bunch.
I didn't realize there was such a clamoring for more Dexter material.
I think there's
that we
2.
need 2.
I think there's 2 like continuations, and there's 1 prequel. Which good for Michael C. Hall.
It's tough on me because to me Michael C. Hall is David Fisher from 6 Feet Under. I didn't watch
anymore.
Dexter.
Now
he is that to me. That's not going to change. But I just know that it's not like that for most people now. It would have been before Dexter, but
I enjoyed the Dexter books.
I'm reading them. I just started reading the first one, Martin. I started the other day, and I'm amazed at a lot of the differences. Have you watched the show, Martin?
I started it, but it lost me mid first season. Not that it wasn't good. I just had other stuff going on.
Right. So like little things like Angel Batista in the show is a detective, and in the books he's a crime scene investigator. Or like Maria LaGuerta is Magdala LaGuerta in the book, and she's not the lieutenant head of the department. She's just a detective, and apparently a really bad one.
Right.
Which she's very competent in the show.
Yeah. And Dokes is kind of the same. His catchphrase is different in the books.
It's not surprise, mother effer.
Yes. But he also when you get to it, he meets his end in a very different way that's much more horrific in the books.
So from what I've heard, like a lot of people have like very different arcs in this. Like I've heard like Cody and Aster, Rita's kids, are like more central to the plot, and they're like little like psychopaths.
They are in the books. I don't know how it goes in the TV show though.
In the show, they're not at all. They're just normal kids. Yeah.
No, in the books, they're his proteges.
Yeah. Which I actually kind of like that. But I really like the way the books are written. I like the first person narration. I like the it's a style of, and the audiobooks are actually narrated by the author, which is another thing that I like.
You know, I have not listened to the audiobooks. I'll have to give that a shot.
It's not bad. Have you read all of them?
Yes.
Yeah, John Williams is asking if there's a supernatural element to the books. Is that the case, Martin?
No, it's grounded. The author was a Miami like crime blotter reporter.
Okay.
He's drawing from a lot of his own experience as a reporter in Miami.
Oh.
And they're really very grounded. There are some things that are probably very Florida flavored. I think he talks about whatever Florida's version of the FBI is, and I think it's in the first book he talks about. They're like the FBI, but people respect them.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm digging the books. Dexter is way more detached in the books than he is in the show. Like, he's more like, because in the show he's constantly like, I have no feelings, I'm an unfeeling monster, and then like he has feelings throughout the entire show.
Right.
And in the book I'm like, oh no, you actually are the real deal here. Like, you actually are emotionless. So you know, it's I guess the emotionless thing doesn't really play well on TV.
I would say the books are written almost in like a noir style first person perspective, but it's not the detective.
Right.
Although in a way he is doing his own hunting. Like, he's hunting.
Right. He investigates and stuff like that. So the other thing I did while we were in Disney this past weekend, we did a little staycation. A friend of mine had some extra DVC points and loaned them out to us, and we stayed for a night at the old Key West Resort. They gave us an upgrade. We had a 1-bedroom suite. It was really nice, and we didn't have to pay for it, which was even nicer. And so I have a friend that I owe quite a bit to right now. But that night we went to Disney Springs, and we went to Planet Hollywood for dinner. And I love Planet Hollywood because all I do is I get the, like, for the two of us to share, we got the $40 appetizer sampler that comes in the big Ferris wheel with the best chicken fingers you could ever possibly have. And we had that, and then we went and saw the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie on the big screen as a Fathom event.
Very cool.
And that might be, I was actually thinking about it, that might actually be my favorite movie of all time.
It's definitely one of the best comic book movies ever made.
I could make a case that it's the best one. I can't think of a single thing wrong with that movie, because even like the limitations that it has, like, give it charm. Like the fact that Splinter couldn't actually, like, you know, fight and do stuff, like, it just makes, like, the fact that, of how easily he dispatches the Shredder so much cooler. So I don't know. I thought I loved it as much sitting in that theater as I did in 1990 when I was, like, you know, a little kid.
I'm really glad to hear that. I meant to take my boys to go see it because it was running all week, right? Or
I think it's still going. I think it's going to September 3rd or something like that. Because they extended it.
Okay. Well, nobody tell them, but I still might do
it. So apparently it did so well that not only did they extend it, but they greenlit a Fathom event for next year where they're going to do Secret of the Ooze.
Really?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Go Ninja indeed.
Yeah. I mean, look, I love Secret of the Ooze. It's not as good of a movie, but, you know, it's you once you know that they don't use their weapons at all in the movie, you really notice it.
It's impossible not to see it.
Yeah, like, but when you're a kid, you don't notice.
Right.
Don't
they use like hot dogs as weapons at some point? Like the type
yes.
of like
combat cold
together.
Combat cold cuts. Yep. Foam bats. Just anything but their weapons, basically. The Super Shredder scene is still frustrating to me because I'm like, you have this big giant Shredder and you don't actually fight him. He just kills himself, basically. Like, he brings the whole thing down on himself. I didn't like that.
So what you're telling me, Marvin, is I can go to the theater in 2026 and see Vanilla Ice up on the big screen.
Yeah. I hope they do Turtles 3 after that. Because
I'm starting to think Cool as Ice is the worst thing we ever did to Nolan Martin.
I think I agree.
Right? I think we inadvertently unleashed a monster.
What's the worst that could happen? I just buy a bike that's a perfect replica of the one he drives in the movie.
You start saying things like, drop the zero and get with the hero.
Trish,
That
I
would be the
actually
worst
did say
thing.
that the other day is the problem. I did say that to someone.
Martin.
Next thing you know, he's got to break into a girl's house and wake her up with ice.
Oh gosh.
Oh, what a classic.
By the way, controversial statement, but I think I've said it before. I really like Turtles 3.
That's the one where they go
really?
back in time to Japan, right?
Yes, it's a good movie. What would have made it perfect is if they had actually fought like the ancient version of the Foot Clan and like some ancient shredder.
Mm-hmm.
Because
What
then
fight
if they,
instead?
it's just like a daimyo and like a bunch of like soldiers. Like there's no Foot Clan in it at all. So if they fought the Foot Clan and like the ancient shredder, and it was passed down through time that like these 4 turtles defeated the Foot Clan, it would make more sense in the first movie why he hears that there are 4 6-foot-tall turtles and freaks out.
That's true. Although generally, if somebody told me there are 4 bipedal 6-foot-tall turtles, I would freak out too.
Though, I mean, look, I do like the reason why he freaks out about the turtles as much as he does, despite the fact that they're 4 6-foot-tall bipedal turtles, is because when Tatsu describes the way that they fight, he recognizes it as Hamato Yoshi's style.
Mm-hmm.
They don't beat you over the head with that in the movie. Like he brings it up like once, but they never actually like overtly say it. But it's back when movies used to have this thing called subtext.
I missed that. Maybe we should do an episode of that. Somehow subtext returned.
Eh.
The
Can I
best
ask a
subtext.
question though? Particularly to you, Marvin and Martin, because I don't know if Trish has ever seen it. Why is in the Turtles fan base the third one considered so bad? I mean, I know the budget went down a bit on it, but was it just kind of running its course at that point? Like, what's wrong with it?
I think that's it. I think it had just run its course and run its course in the budget. I think that is it.
Yeah. I'm sorry. No, I was distracted for a second. Could you repeat the question?
Oh, no, you're good. I was just curious on why was Turtles 3 considered like so bad per se. I didn't know if it's because Turtle Mania had calmed down or if the budget had just eradicated.
Well,
like
the
what was wrong
budget,
with it?
yeah. Well, I mean, I honestly, it looks more expensive than Secret of the Ooze because it's all shot on location, like out in like these fields that look like Japan. I don't know if they actually shot in Japan. I doubt it, but I think it was just because it was so disconnected from like the Turtles lore. Like there was no, I think everyone kind of expected like, hey, we just did the Shredder for 2 movies. Now we're going to do Krang or things like that. And they didn't do that.
So it's a black sheep. I get it.
Yeah, kind of. But I thought it was good. I liked it. All right. So moving along to actual things that we have to talk about this week. Oh, you know what? The first thing I wanted to talk about actually is it's actually a Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni situation, Trish.
And Kevin's not here.
Yeah. So I you know what? I can't I rather than like I'm just gonna play the clip because it speaks for itself, really. Hold on, let me pull that up. Here's Megyn Kelly.
Reveal that we were among those targeted by Blake Lively. Yes, she actually tried to get the confidential and proprietary materials my team and I used for any and all stories about her. Because Blake Lively was...
I love how Megyn Kelly is like, I just love her attitude in this video.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
able to fathom that yours truly had developed a genuine revulsion. Because Blake Lively was unable to fathom that yours truly had developed a genuine revulsion toward her on my own, she posited that I must have been ensnared in Baldoni's alleged ongoing smear campaign against her, that his attorney, who happens also to be my own from well before his representation of Baldoni, must be controlling our coverage. In addition, she suggested that I was getting paid by Baldoni or by his lawyer, Brian Friedman, for my anti-Blake coverage, demanding to see all documents reflecting this alleged agreement or payment structure.
She literally cannot handle anyone not liking her, can she?
Then she should stop. But
yeah.
This is how narcissistic this woman is. She actually thinks I needed to get paid by Baldoni's team to say negative things about her. Newsflash, Blake. I came to those conclusions totally organically. Don't give away your power, sweetheart. It was you. It was all you.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Unable to stand you. No man had anything to do with it. We fought her subpoena and won. She backed down and has now missed the deadline to pursue her harassment of me and my team any further. Sorry, sweetheart. You might want to try harder the next time. But in any event, we gave her absolutely nothing. Not one document, not one record, not one communication. In no world would I ever allow my teams or my communications with each other or with our sources for our news reporting to be turned over to a third party, and certainly not to this nitwit. It's called the First Amendment, freedom of the press. She has zero right to nose around in how I gather news or in how my team and I prepare for any show we do.
Fantastic. Mic drop.
What a rant.
Never
seen anything Megyn Kelly in my life, but now I want to see what this girl produces.
she's great. When she's pissed off, she's great. Especially great.
This is just hand in hand with what she'd been doing.
Didn't she call her like a something? I know she called her a brat, but I'm trying to remember the exact quote. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. This is yet another entitled, nasty Hollywood snob who thinks she's untouchable. Blake Lively is a narcissistic liar, bully, brat. I do love that.
That's how you really feel.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah, seriously. So yeah, I mean, and her best friend just got engaged and probably isn't still talking to her. So
I mean, Taylor is still the godparents of at least some of Blake's children. If I remember right, people were like, didn't Taylor announce this on Blake Lively's birthday? But I think it was like the day after. It would have been really funny if it was on the day, because it's like, wow, I'm trying to steal her thunder. Even though no one really cared it was Blake Lively's birthday, it's just the principle of it.
Like we were gonna make Blake Lively's birthday a national holiday suddenly.
Well, maybe more like within their circles, it would have been like, wow.
I love the idea of Blake Lively as a godmother trying to give religious and spiritual advice to anybody.
Well, it's Taylor Swift who's the godmother, but
okay.
Yes, I still though, but I mean, maybe one day, if she would have played her cards right, maybe one day Taylor Swift's children would have been her godchildren, but she wouldn't. Blew that one up.
She would have played her cards right. Oh my goodness.
I mean, not for nothing, but Taylor Swift is incredibly powerful. She is one of her dragons. It's like, what planet did you think it was a good idea to be like, by the way, I have these text messages that I will expose to everybody.
Right. Oh my goodness. So yeah, Blake Lively still an
Blake Lively doing Blake Lively things. Well, wait a minute. Actually, I don't know if you were going to talk about this or not. I don't know the details of it. But isn't this like, didn't Ryan Reynolds and RDJ, it was in the rumor like they were at each other's throats on set or something?
So this is the rumor, because I wasn't even gonna like bring it up just because I haven't covered it on the site because there's no like
validity to it.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any validity to it, but there was a big rumor going around that 2 Avengers stars got into it on the set, and that filming had to be changed because they could not be in the vicinity of each other. And the rumor has it that is Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds. I was very disappointed because I was really hoping it involved Pedro in some way, but no, it was apparently Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds. I don't know what they were supposedly fighting about. I assume it's not Justin Baldoni.
I could imagine, this is allegedly this is me. There's no whatever for this, but based on things people were saying about Ryan Reynolds, on set.
Mhm.
I could see it as him being overbearing, controlling, kind of coming in, acting like he's the boss. And then there's RDJ, who is the elder statesman, you know,
Right.
He's the first. And he maybe turned around and was just like, stop.
Yeah.
You know, I could see it being like that. Because I don't want to say it's RDJ was like, no, it's my power, because we've never heard him being like that. And all of the other people in Marvel seem to really like and respect him. So I don't think it's a matter of him trying to be like, well, no, it's my thing. I would see him being like, what are you doing? Cut it out.
Yeah.
That's not how we do things here. But again, this is just me based on little things that I've heard and what I know, how I could see it going.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I'm sure in the next Deadpool movie there will be a drug pool who will be just a heinous drug addict, and it'll be a take on Robert Downey Jr.
That would legitimately make me angry. Because I'm
sure
like,
it
come
will
on.
distract from the whole movie just as much as Nice Pool did. Sorry, go ahead, Trish.
No, I'm just saying, because it's like, come on, really? That's just so ugh.
Nice Pool was like a really dumb joke. Like, it was the one joke in the movie that didn't land for me, really. And I was like, why do we keep going back to it and like dedicating an insane amount of time to it? And then when it came out that it was him just railing against Baldoni, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, this makes more sense now.
Isn't it like 15 minutes of the movie or something insane like
Too
that?
long.
It's way too long.
Yeah.
It's way too long.
It was the only joke in the film I actually didn't think was genuinely funny. Even if I wasn't laughing at every joke, I thought it was good humor. It was the one part of the movie where I was low-key
like, this is
cringing.
bad.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Martin, have you seen, moving along here, the footage of the White Queen from, or the White Witch from The Magician's Nephew, the set footage?
No, I haven't. I'd be interested in seeing it.
All right, well, you're going to see it right now. Hold on. There she is. Let's see what she's doing. So this is reportedly the set. And hold on, I'm trying to find where she comes back. Okay, yeah, she comes riding through the center of town.
I know the part of the book that this is. It's
okay.
It's about midway through.
And so what exactly is going on in the book at this point?
Let's see. The kids have taken the character that will become the witch, and out of her world, they've brought her accidentally into their world, and she's kind of running amok in London before the uncle comes out as he presents himself as a magician, and she goes with the uncle, and they go back into this world between worlds, and then eventually end up in Narnia.
Okay, that's it. So is she not originally from Narnia?
No, she's not. She's from another world that has died.
Oh, okay.
And so she gets pulled out of her world because the children don't understand what they're doing, and that horse she's riding actually becomes a character later when Aslan starts granting the power of speech to some of the animals.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So this is another shot. So does it say in the book that she looks like like if someone turned a disco ball into a muumuu?
No.
Okay.
She's actually supposed to be very, very tall. Like
I do remember here. Well, yeah, she was very tall in the Disney movie.
Right.
They made what's her face?
Tilda Swinton.
Tilda Swinton. They made Tilda Swinton look very tall.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, well, apparently they're not doing that here. Yeah, interesting to say the least.
Right.
But
and somebody in the chat mentioned she rips off a part of a street lamp. In the original book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, when they go through the wardrobe and they see
is that the lamp post?
the gas lamp post, that's because she ripped off a piece of the lamp and brought it with her into Narnia.
Okay.
That's how quickly that transition happens.
I'm sure instead of being 7 feet tall, she's just going to be, 5'2" and super powerful and kicking everyone's butt.
Right.
This is what it is. It's Greta Gerwig. So if they're filming already, then that means that this Meryl Streep thing is happening, right?
Yeah, I think so. And unless she is just simply not playing that character that we all Aslan that we've been told she is. And there's a good chance she actually is. I mean, like you said, it's Greta Gerwig.
Yeah.
But they've also seemed to have set the movie in our time, which is odd to me because the Pevensey children need to be displaced by the bombing of London.
Yes.
So I wonder how they're going to handle that later.
Huh. Yeah.
Because this book takes place when their uncle is a young boy.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. Well, we've got that. Then okay, so let me get to a couple super chats and then we'll get into a bit about Peacemaker. So let me just see where we left off. Okay. John Williams for $1.99 says he's the wrestler that came looking for a woman. Talking about Dave Schultz. He cuts this promo about Hulk Hogan, and he's like, "You from California? I was in California. I wanted a woman. I went around. I didn't find no women. I found a bunch of men who looked like women." It's a very also it's a good promo. Roxanne Fox for $2 Canadian says Primitive War was a blast. Not perfect, but a blast. Not
I think I'm gonna check that one
Fox and Liquid Fox are the same person, but and then for $2 says TMNT 3 was brilliant. Love it. So yeah, there you go.
Oh,
all right, guys.
Lose the masking for names again? Because that keeps happening on YouTube.
It does, and we've never gotten it back.
It's driving me crazy. I'm sort of learning some people's handles if they're close enough, but some people, I apologize if I don't know by that.
Yeah, we have Liquid Fox and Roxanne Fox. I'm not sure if it's both Liquid Fox.
I hope so. Go back to it. Is the two icons the same or anything?
Yeah, the icons are the same. The numbers are the same.
It's gotta be.
Is it because I made the joke about putting out the red light?
It's gotta be. That seems like Liquid Fox's MO too.
Yeah. Okay, so Peacemaker. Now I believe I'm probably the only person here who watched the debut of Peacemaker, right?
Yes, we found one I won't watch.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why, Martin.
James Gunn is a major problem for DC because typically, like, what happens with a DC movie is somebody makes a DC movie, they do a really good job, and it makes a lot of money, and then they give that person unrestricted power going forward, and they go too far. We saw it with Patty Jenkins. We saw it with what's his face that made Joker.
Phoenix?
Yeah. No, not Joaquin Phoenix. The director.
Todd something. Yeah.
Phillips. Yeah. We saw it with I think we saw it with Christopher Nolan after The Dark Knight. I think for The Dark Knight Rises, he was completely out of control. With trying to make cinematic art. So James Gunn now apparently has what?
Snyder too.
Oh, and Snyder. Yep. Except Snyder never had a success. But with James Gunn, his success was at Marvel, and so they just gave him the universe. They gave him everything. They just let him get wild, uncontrollable power, and then he's just doing like. How are you as a parent supposed to know what DC stuff you can watch and what you can't watch, or what your kids can watch and can't watch? Like they connected this directly to Superman. And then every other word is an F-bomb. Hey, look, I'm not saying this to be a prude. Like I love I watch The Sopranos all the time, but The Sopranos is made for adults. It's not like The Sopranos was like an offshoot of Saved by the Bell or something like that. It's right off of Superman, and it's just F, and then it's John Cena at a boy girl bedroom party, we'll say, to avoid demonetization, where there is more pipe swinging than a plumber's convention. And so literally you've got John Cena in a room. Yes. You got John Cena in a room surrounded by pipe, And that's still not nearly as gay as that China apology video that he did. Just saying.
It's dangerous that you've seen that video, like, for John Cena. Like, if everyone else in the world forgot about that, you won't
你
forget.
好，中国，这是叫西呢。我爱更尊重中国，更中国人。我很抱歉对我的错误，对不起，我很抱歉。你必须了解，我很爱、很尊重中国跟中国人。不好意思，再见。
Zai-Jin, yourself.
I still maintain that it's impressive how quickly he learned how to be basically fluent in Mandarin.
Of course it's impressive.
Like,
when one day
and
Vince
it was like really quick.
When Vince was like, well, pal, we're going to China. And he's just like, all right, I'll learn Chinese. Like, what a soldier he was.
He did it in, like, wasn't it something insane, like 6 months? It was like
while still
really
on the
short
road.
period of time. Yeah.
While still on the road at a time where there were still house shows. Like,
yeah. I remember being impressed he was learning in the first place. Sorry, Martin.
It's also hilarious that his apology didn't make a dent and that movie still underperformed based on.
They didn't. Well, I don't think it got a Chinese release. I think he bowed and scraped before the throne, and they did nothing. So he just debased himself for no reason.
Familiar that it didn't open there.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I would actually like to bring this back to Peacemaker again, because I feel like, you know, I'm usually pretty okay with them making like adult variants of brands that, you know, have some more kid appeal and stuff like that. I tend to like, you know, a lot of animes that kind of go into some weird territories at times. Like, I'm pretty lenient on things, but I have to ask a question to James Gunn. If you're going to put something that is clearly this adult oriented, you don't put it immediately following Superman within like a month or two. This is like something you put in a comic as supplementary material with things plastered all over the book saying rated R, rated R, rated R. Or you have to make it streaming exclusive and you have to put in like your birthday and verify. But to put this out right out of the gate, this is a time in which you're trying to show the identity of this new DC universe you are creating and you want to be at the forefront of, and this is the reputation you want? Are you sure you want to do this? Because this is just marketing bogus. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're 100% right. It's like, imagine if Marvel did this. Like, imagine if it was like the Avengers, like, or even Iron Man came out, and then the Incredible Hulk was just F-bombs and swinging pipe.
Doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's incompetent filmmaking.
We didn't get an R-rated MCU, like, not counting like the, you know, the Netflix stuff, which kind of stood on its own and was always kind of like what do you call it? Ambiguously canon.
Independent.
Yeah, ambiguously canon until they fully canonized it. But we didn't get like a full R-rated MCU entry until Deadpool and Wolverine, which came out in 2024. The MCU started in 2008.
This is also like clearly different from, say, like a Joker or a Deadpool. Like, Deadpool is connected to the MCU and he's probably going to be showing up again at some point, but it's very obvious to the consumer, like, hey, this is for adults, you know, it's rated R for a reason. Like, when Deadpool came out, there were a lot of memes about, you took your kid to see it, well, I hope you had a good time with that. Mm-hmm. Whereas this, it's like, not, the audience doesn't know who Peacemaker is, even less so than they did with Deadpool. And up until just like literally a few weeks ago, its whole relevance here is that it is so adult. I think the audience is literally shocked because the marketing has just been awful on what exactly this franchise is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Well, and so now 3 things have come out for the new DC universe: Creature Commandos, Superman, and Peacemaker season 2. 2 out of those 3 things are not for kids. Because Creature Commandos apparently, I don't know, because I'm a person, so I didn't see it. But you know, apparently everybody says it was, everyone who saw it, which is all 5 of them, say that it was definitely not for kids, like very adult in nature. And that's James Gunn, man. It's infantile humor. He's Taika Waititi without the restraint, if you can believe that. And like, Taika Waititi at least is funny sometimes. James Gunn is just James Gunn thinks he's hysterical, and he's not funny.
Well, I would say, if I can counter, I'll go. Sorry, in a second, Martin. But if I can counter, I do think the man was pretty funny back in the Scooby Doo days. Like, I think that franchise, when he wanted to put some of his darker edge on it, I think that complemented a series that really needed a glow up. We were right off the heels of Zombie Island. It was a good time to do this. Was anyone asking for an edgy DC universe coming off the Snyderverse?
We just had that. We just had the edgy DC universe. Go ahead, Martin.
Well, it was about James Gunn and Taika Waititi, but James Gunn also will grind an axe down to its handle. Like if somebody has ticked him off, he will go after them and after them and after them, and it to me comes across as kind of petty when you're spending hundreds of millions of dollars on a movie, and it just seems out of place. That's all.
Yeah.
What would you say is worse in terms of like how adult and how crazy it is? Peacemaker or The Boys?
They're the same.
They're the same.
They're the same, but one
The Boys got crazy.
Because the boys was not intended for.
Yeah.
It was The Boys was not part of a universe that was intended for families. It was like it's not like there was like a family. It's not like Sky High like directly led into The Boys.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm trying to imagine the level that Peacemaker's at.
This
you know
to
what I
me
mean?
this to me looked like a 13-year-old watched The Boys and was like, I'm gonna make that.
Okay. Because it's not exactly like The Boys is particularly mature. So
yeah, no, it's The Boys with like really bad writing.
Well, that's saying something. And
yeah,
recent seasons of The Boys, I hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. But yeah, I mean, it is. Apparently, the new the Lantern series, Guy Gardner, Nathan
Drops the
Fillion
F-bomb forever.
Yeah, he said he's never dropped more F-bombs in his life than in this Lantern show.
Really?
And I'm like, it's Green Lantern, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, look, and I get Peacemaker season 1 was just as bad. I get that. Peacemaker season 1 was in the Snyderverse. The Snyderverse was not for kids. It was not, like the Snyderverse was, where you had Batman, shooting people and, breaking necks and stuff like that. So it's like, it's fine in the Snyderverse, but when you bring it into this new universe you're trying to create, you're hobbling it.
And
don't you love going down the retail? Go ahead, Martin.
I feel like Green Lantern should be a family-friendly space adventure police procedural.
Yeah, of course it should. It should be Guardians of the Galaxy and like that kind of like fun space romp. Go ahead, Nolan.
Agreed. Oh, I was gonna say, don't you love just going to your local Target and you literally see like toys everywhere, advertising Superman, you got crypto plastered on the dog treats. And then next thing you know, you're going to go home and you're going to see the complete 180 streaming onto your phone with Peacemaker. Like, to your point, Marvin, about the Snyderverse, like, I remember right from the get-go when the Batman v Superman trailer dropped back in like 2015 or so, like, it was clear that this was an adult property. Superman, like, I swear, if I see like little 3-year-old toys connected to the new Superman movie, it's gonna make Peacemaker look even more stupid than it already was.
There were toy commercials. Remember we watched that toy commercial where it was like, "Oh, the Kaiju's attacking the city. Better bring in Superman and the Justice Gang." But now the Justice Gang are sitting there with James Gunn's stupid, talentless brother, who I will say I liked him in Gilmore Girls, but they're sitting there with freaking Kirk, and he's just making the scene went on and on and on. It was just insulting, and I have to watch the second episode tonight, and I really don't want to. I just want to watch more Dexter.
Oh, Dexter? Is Dexter you want to watch more of?
Yes, it is.
That's what's in your heart right now, Dexter.
That's what's in my heart right now.
Okay.
I'll get to it, Trish. I got plenty of time.
Mike Glass suggested I blackmail you somehow, get you to do it. I'm not alone. Other people want you to watch this too.
I'm just picturing Trish.
You're letting down.
Picturing Trish holding like a Kermit puppet with scissors around his neck or something
Never
like that.
Kermit. I love Kermit.
Mm.
I do go to the trouble of making a mini Marv just to do that.
Oh God.
So I like when I first started making like decent like adult money, the first like selfish big purchase I made was a screen accurate Kermit the Frog puppet.
Nice.
Yeah. So I have that. Never used it.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no. Nor should you be. Nor should you be. But yeah, so that's it. I honestly think that this universe is doomed. We've got Tom King style stuff coming down the pipe with Supergirl. We've got James Gunn doing his James Gunn thing. We've got James Gunn making himself the focal point of all the advertising. It's just a mess, guys. And
how long do you think it lasts?
I think it's going to last for a long time. I don't think they're going to let it go. I think he's going to at least get through this Gods and Monsters thing. It's just a matter of something's got to fail because Superman made money most likely, but Superman cannot be considered a success when Man of Steel, which is not considered a massive success, beat it 10 years ago, 12 years ago. With no, back before there were, Dolby and as many IMAX screens as we have and movie theater tickets were, when you factor inflation into the equation, it's way more people saw Man of Steel than saw Superman. So you really can't consider it a success. But
my bet now, outside of like spinoffs and stuff, I don't think it makes a decade. I think it will be done before then. They'll announce that something, or it'll be pretty obvious that it's dead. But that's just my bet.
All right, moving on though, guys. William Schweikert here. This is not a super chat, but I need to address it. So he says he asked about gabagoo. Was a dish my wife saw in The Sopranos. I have visited 2 places in Italy, one being Naples. I didn't see it served anywhere. That's why I asked Trish. Did you handle this?
I did handle it. I mean, it's like I need to handle this, but
what did you say?
I did. Something along the lines of that. It's not a dish. It's a cold cut, and that what the real word is. But yeah, we all just say gabagool.
Yes. So
sorry. Go ahead.
It's a hot ham. It's capicola. Is how you act.
Right.
Like if you see, like you'll see it listed in delis. It's capicola.
But there's no G in it.
Well, it's dialect, right? It's
it's
a regional dialect that a lot of New York immigrants who are called Italian, but some of them are Sicilian, they say gabagool instead of capicola.
Yeah, well, because instead of saying capicola, you say it fast. It's gabagool. Capacol. And the C became a G. Yeah, and there's no L at the end of it. So
well, Italy's language is fascinating, especially before the kingdom happened and it was unified, because all these different regions had different ways of saying things. So like up in the north, J's became a Z sound. It's crazy.
That's interesting. There are some Italian words that I love watching the Medigon try to pronounce, like Svigadel and what are some good ones, Trish? Like, I mean, gabagool is probably the best one.
This is one of. I mean, my favorite memory was walking up to the bursar's office at my college and hearing the 2 people arguing whether or not it was pasta fazool or pasta fagioli.
Pasta fazool is probably the best one.
And I walked up and I just laughed and went, "Es pasta fazool," and clearly the Italian one went C.
Uh-huh.
It was like, yeah. That's how I know you're not Italian.
Exactly.
You're arguing for that.
A lot of people will say like escaroli. It's like, no, it's escarol. There are ways of saying these things, but we don't.
We're patient people.
I don't get offended when the Medigon say it wrong because they don't know
this one.
What?
Look, when the Medigon say it, like, all right.
When the Medigon,
we know you're Italian, all right.
You know what I'm talking about when I say the Medigon.
Yeah, I do.
It's you, basically.
No,
but
have you ever noticed in The Godfather that everybody outside the family calls them the Corleones, but they always call themselves the Corleones?
Yeah, because I can't.
Even the Italians do. Like the guy in the beginning, the Undertaker in the beginning, he's just like, "We must go to Don Corleone." But No, I don't mind when the Medigan do it. I mind when other Italians do it. I'm like, you know better than this.
I just E is not pronounced E in Italian. It's pronounced eh.
Yeah.
That's the big one. And I is pronounced like E.
Mm-hmm.
But
when I learned it, I learned the Tuscan dialect or accent, I guess, because it's not really anyhow. But somebody told me you pronounce every consonant and every vowel individually as its own thing. Forget blends like you're in English. And then I found out that's not true.
yeah, did you see my face when you said that? I was like,
Mine looks the same.
Well, but again, this is Tuscan Italian.
yeah. So, but yeah, because I don't know. I took it in junior high and high school. So whatever version of it they taught us, proper or something, but and Babel. When I remember that I had Babel.
I feel like we should explain what the Medigan is.
That's all you, buddy. I'm not the one who uses that word. That's you.
So Medigan is basically Americans that aren't Italian. It's like literally it's saying American, but saying it Medigan. So no one in your family ever referred to the Medigan?
I mean, they've heard the word, but it's not like something we go around like pointing out there's one or anything. We know. We just know.
I said
it need not be
talking
said
about like Italian stuff with non-Italians. I said the Medigan.
Yeah. I dare say my general world is more Italian than yours due to my family, but you have this thing in your head.
Oh no, my family is very Italian.
I don't think you understand. Like, I'm just saying. In a good way, but I'm just saying. It's great because Italian people are so proud of being Italian that it's like, listen, how dare you imply
we are a prideful people. It's why I always give you crap for it. All right, ready to talk about some Harry Potter stuff?
I guess. Is it about this show? Because
it is about the show. What else would it be about?
Who cares? I don't know. The donuts at Krispy Kreme that Nolan found.
Heck yeah!
What donuts did you find at Krispy Kreme?
Harry Potter donuts. I see somebody didn't watch Lauren and Apollo when I was on it.
I did not. I wasn't around.
Okay, well.
Yeah, he was busy living his life.
Yeah. I do have a life outside of you, Trish.
All wounds.
I actually think it was the episode where Lauren basically told him, go spend time with your family.
That was this show.
That was ours. But it was the same week. It was the same week. But it's fine. Right. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Not insulted.
It's not fine. It's not fine at all.
Original Harry Potter movie director Chris Columbus blasts the HBO reboot and says, "What's the point?"
Boom.
So,
question we are all asking ourselves.
The original Harry Potter director Chris Columbus is speaking out about HBO's big budget reboot, and his words are raising eyebrows across the fandom. So Chris Columbus, a filmmaker who launched the Wizarding franchise with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets, he also produced Prisoner of Azkaban, is openly questioning why Warner Brothers is treading old ground. After seeing a leaked set photo of Nick Frost as Hagrid, he bluntly asked, "What's the point?" Because of course, he reacted after spotting images of Frost and what he immediately recognized as the same costume that he and his team designed for Robbie Coltrane in 2001. Part of me was like, what's the point? I thought everything was going to be different, but it's just more of the same. It's very flattering for me because I'm like, it's exactly the Hagrid costume that we designed. So part of it is really exciting, but part of it is sort of deja vu all over again. I mean, it's not just Hagrid either. Like, Harry looks exactly the same. Like, the tie and like the sweater vest, I don't think those were really described in the books, were they?
I heard the working title for this movie was actually called Harry Potter and the Quest for More Money, I believe was the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the books, the kids, it never says they're in under the robes, they're in normal English school kid uniforms. It describes the robes, and it also says they're required to wear those pointy hats in class.
Oh my God, yes. I know. I'm glad they kind of stopped with those.
Yeah, they stopped mentioning that like after the first book.
I'm okay with that not being accurate.
Well, they're wearing them at the end of the first movie, and it just looks so dumb.
It does look dumb.
Could you imagine the epic fight at the end of like Deathly Hollows or something, but he has the stupid hat on?
Oh gosh. Dumbledore was supposed to always wear the pointy hat.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbledore was supposed to always have the pointy wizard's hat on because that was like in her drawing of Dumbledore versus Voldemort, he's wearing it. So
well, there's drawings we don't pay attention to anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. So what else did he say? So he pointed out that there are things that they can do in the show they couldn't do, like Peeves. Like he really wanted to include Peeves in the movie. And it wasn't Peeves in a deleted scene.
It was cast by Rick. It was Rick Mayall, may he rest.
Yeah.
And I think that is like absolutely brilliant casting to the point where I literally am like, that's so perfect. I can't imagine somebody else.
So he specifically referenced Peeves, and he referenced the scene in Philosopher's Stone when they're in the dungeon and they have to mix the potions to get to the stone.
Yeah, they cut out Snape's trial.
Yeah, which is like, it's a thing that's
hot take. Hot take. I generally don't like Peeves. He's annoying, and I understand that that's the point. But he annoys me, and I did not miss him one way.
What did you think about Peeves in the game? Because one of my favorite things in the book was like getting the Peeves experience of like how annoying he is.
I mean, he was used properly in the game. I don't.
Yeah.
They didn't overuse him or anything, so it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Could have done without, but
again, they're making it look exactly the same. And from what I'm hearing, Trish, Hogwarts is going to look exactly the same too.
Well, Hogwarts should look exactly the same.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that Hogwarts is going to be identical to the game, and the game is identical to the movie. Because they want the game in the movie to kind of like, or the game in the show to like intersect.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because you got to see more of it than ever in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
you got
established
to see
what it
is. You got to see the things they never showed you.
Yeah.
Like the sleeping dragon statue. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Did you ever find the Chamber of Secrets in the game?
Oh yeah, I spent a lot of time in that game when it came out.
Oh yeah, I gotta replay. I'm thinking about replaying it. I think it might be my next game. So I have decided I am eventually, probably within the next few weeks, going to bring back the game stream in an attempt to continue building that. I just have to see if we're going to continue with Mass Effect or if we're going to switch to Hogwarts Legacy for a bit.
I've been kind of wanting to play it too, but I have mods in mine, and I just think about having to update them at the moment. I'm just like, I can't do this right now, so I haven't done it.
I hear you, girl. But yeah, that's.
I mean, I saw Blue to You too. Did I say that right? To say that this is Christopher Columbus being jealous, and I don't know, maybe I'm not in his head, but overall, I mean, I agree with his sentiment.
I mean, I don't know if it's jealousy, but it's, I mean, like, he's basically like, yeah, like, I did all this and now they're just using all my stuff. Like, though, I mean, you could also make the point that he looks like this because that's the way Hagrid looks.
Oh, and it's a compliment.
Yeah.
Because they did such a good job in his movies that's what you want to use. It's like, I don't see a reason to get offended by it, but at the same time, it's like his overall point. Yeah.
When Richard Harris was approached about whether or not he wanted to play Dumbledore, not by the studio, but by reporters, his response was basically, why are we even doing this? The movies exist.
And to be fair, the movies do leave a lot out, and there are things that if you love the books that you wish were in the movies. Like, so I get that. Like, I'm not trying to pretend them. Started.
The Marauders, the fact that Harry's invisibility cloak is one of the Deathly Hallows, like there's so much.
So I get that, and I agree with that in theory, but I don't know. It at the same time, it did good enough, and I think part of the problem is those movies were so big that that's just what is Harry Potter. The visual, all of it, the actors, just all of it. Like, that's what it is now, and so it feels like where you're going to go, but down, I guess.
You know, for a while, I was kind of critical of people saying, "Look, you need to read another book besides Harry Potter," because everybody was making references, and then I realized a lot of people haven't read the books; they just knew the movies.
Yeah. And so that it's kind of like when we were saying about what was it? I'm blanking now. We realize, oh, that person's not. Oh, it was the pasta fazool. Okay, I know you're not saying. There are certain things you say. You realize, oh, okay, you haven't read the books. And I don't say that in a bad way or anything. It's just you start to be able to tell who has and who hasn't.
Yeah, that's how they took it. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like if you think that Harry Potter is like a capable wizard, then you've only seen the movies.
If you think that Ron is completely ineffectual in every way, and all of his brave moments weren't his, but were really Hermione's, don't get me started.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to go through us. That is Ron's line. Why are we giving that to Hermione? I mean, I know why we're giving it to Hermione, but
you know why they're giving it to Hermione.
It's just that one really makes me angry that they took that from him. Because like when I read the books, I love Ron in the books.
Oh yeah, Ron in the books is great.
I liked him in the movies, but it's just in the books there was
Grint,
so much more.
Rupert Grint plays him like a doof.
I mean, he's fine. I mean, I like him in the movies, but it's just he was so thin compared to the books. But I was saying I think that's a mistake.
Guy,
I can see them.
Good.
I was just gonna say I can see them making the same mistakes with Ron and giving it to Hermione again.
I don't know how much blame you can give to Rupert on that, because I think it comes down to poor direction and influence from JK. Because take Neville Longbottom, early on in the show, he's portrayed as being like the dork, and then he has his big redemption at the end, and the actor showed that he can play it pretty good. I think it's director incompetence on that.
It's possible.
I see a comment from Mike Glass. This is the books of Harry Potter. I agree. As someone who's read the books, I agree. Yeah. But I think in an overall sense, I think that the movies are what's up here and over here for people. You know what I mean? Like they picture Daniel Radcliffe. It's just the stuff that they know. And I think it's the stuff that a lot of people, I think only really huge fans are going to be whatever enough to be like what we just did. Well, in the books, actually in the books. And it's I don't know. I just think on the whole, in a general sense.
I would say that's the reason why I was so looking forward to this show, because I wanted to see them do things like the Death Day party and have what's his face, because Barty Crouch was just like all of book 4 is just completely gutted in the movie for 4. It's completely gutted. So
we don't get an alcoholic elf.
Yeah, we don't get Winky. Dobby, we don't see Dobby from the 2nd to the 7th. And Dobby's in every book after the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Because he works.
So it's I get it.
He works in the castle. So
I get it. I just also think that everybody, maybe myself included a little bit, probably was a little too naively optimistic that this was going to go. Things have happened, and now I think people are a little bit more grounded about it and going, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I want to go through these donuts here because I want to see what they're like. Gryffindor donut. Embark on an exciting culinary journey with the Gryffindor donut. This enchanting treat features an unglazed shell donut filled with luscious cookie butter flavored cream. Dipped in vibrant red icing and sprinkled with delightful Biscoff cookie crumble, it's a feast for both the eyes and the taste buds. The golden icing drizzles and the proudly displayed Gryffindor crest on top make this donut a must-have for every brave and bold soul.
So Marvin, you got to say it like Lauren narrated it, but with a lot more sexual tension.
Okay.
Again, if you would have seen the show, you would have heard Lauren's just fabulous reading of this.
The Slytherin donut. Indulge in the allure of this original glazed donut, crowned with decadent chocolate and vibrant green buttercream flavored swirls. Each bite is a spellbinding experience, enhanced by a sprinkle of chocolate cookie sugar blend that adds a delightful crunch. To complete this enchanting treat, the iconic Slytherin crest proudly adorns the top, making it a perfect choice for any cunning and ambitious individual. Is that like what Lauren did?
You definitely he had a little bit more oomph, but you definitely Jeremy Irons did. In the middle, you just started reading it like you again. You were just like,
Oh, because I was worried I was ripping off a bit that Lauren did.
Yeah, when Lauren did it, it was like a late night TV commercial. Those phone lines.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. I understand the assignment now. Hufflepuff donut. Delight in the comforting flavors of this unglazed shell donut, filled with a luscious brown butter toffee flavored custard. Each bite is a warm embrace dipped in golden yellow icing and elegantly adorned with a black chocolate drizzle. The addition of a crunchy cookie topping adds a satisfying texture, while the proud Hufflepuff crest completes this treat, making it a perfect choice for those who value loyalty, patience, and hard work. Better?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Pretty good. Though, Marvin, I think we have a friend in the chat you might want to see.
I know Belucci says nowhere close, Marv.
Can you do the last one?
Wait. What did Lauren say? I didn't see. Oh, he just didn't way better.
Can you do the last one as Hamill's Joker?
Oh no!
Hold on. Elevate your senses with this original glazed donut, gracefully dipped in a vibrant blueberry-flavored icing that offers a burst of fruity flavor. To complete this enchanting treat, Ravenclaw sprinkles on a proud Ravenclaw crest sits atop, making it a perfect choice for those who value wisdom, creativity, and intellect. Like that.
I think it works.
There's a Sorting Hat donut too. I guess they weren't okay. The Sorting Hat donut, an enchanting treat featuring a soft, unglazed shell filled with the surprise house-colored cream. It's dipped in rich chocolate-flavored icing platypus and topped with a shimmering gold stars, gold shimmer sugar, and a Sorting Hatinator piece. Take a bite and see what your Sorting Hat donut will reveal.
I know you're doing this for the voiceover, but there's now a headcanon where the Sorting Hat sounds like Doofenshmirtz during that serious scene in the movie.
Oh my gosh! Also, I hope they bring back the Sorting Hat singing, because he always has a song in every book. Well, the ones that Harry's there for. He misses the sorting quite a bit, doesn't he?
Maybe she just didn't want to have to write the song every year.
The Golden Snitch Latte. A rich caramel toffee and spam latte blending sweet golden flavor with creamy goodness, topped with whipped cream, Biscoff, crunchy cookie crumble, and a sprinkle of golden shimmer sugar. It's a magical, indulgent treat in every sip. Yes, it was Bane. Good job, Trish.
Please don't do a Christian Bale Batman for this.
Painful.
Please don't.
It will be painful for you.
It will be very painful for you. Thank you for the setup. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Bring the houses of Hogwarts to your next gathering. Share the joy of dozens. Host your next event with Harry Potter and the specialty dozen bundles. Yay!
I put up a message for you, Marv.
Selling.
My son sent me a
like...
video of somebody replacing Dumbledore with their own version of Kermit the Frog. Like they re-recorded the lines. It was not a great version.
F you, Extreme Meme Supreme.
That's why I put it up. It made me laugh.
My Bane voice is good.
Yeah, it was alright.
That's one of my good ones.
I don't know. Your Joker. Now that.
Okay.
You got right.
Well, yeah. It comes to when you spend a lot of time by yourself just practicing voices. You know, it's the lonely life of a writer.
You have a lot of good voices, though. Be proud.
Apparently, one's not that great.
Do you know what Marv missed by not seeing the Lauren and Apollo show I was on?
Everything.
He missed Lauren's Dobby voice.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
Tyler Golazinski sent in a super chat, and it was, in Dobby voice, as is his way. And Lauren was reading them, and I was like, I'm so excited for this. He looked at it, and he was like, oh no. It was great. It was great. Favorite part. Thank you again, Tyler.
But look at my glasses. Like it was muffled. It's supposed to be muffled. He wears a mask for the entire movie. Like the point of that impression is that it's muffled.
Did no one see the first trailer for The Dark Knight Rises on like the plane or whatever, or the second trailer? Like you could barely hear the dang dude.
The entire time it's like, oh, you think doctors is your ally? And Batman's like, what? What'd you say?
That was your Batman?
I don't have a Batman.
What you say?
It would be
What are you talking about, Willis?
For Batman. Wait, come again? Can you? Because I didn't catch it.
Just repeat that.
Speak up next time. I'm gonna try to put up in this ear.
Your precious armory. We will need it for what lies ahead. What are you talking about? It's Triple H now.
I was just gonna say now it's just Triple H.
No, it's just Triple H.
Hey, Triple H is Batman. I'd watch.
Oh, Trish, are you aware of the fan theory that the surviving Weasley twin becomes Willy Wonka?
I have heard that one.
I have heard that as well.
I mean,
that would make too much sense.
My favorite. So you've come to die with your city. What?
What did you say about the city wall?
Oh my god.
There's a reason why. What, Lauren? I must have missed something in the chat.
I don't know. I don't know what
he seems very like Lorny with it. There's a reason why.
Lorny. Lorny. Let's not make Lorny a thing. That makes me think of another phrase.
Yeah,
so
can we
not do that?
Lorny-ish, is that better?
Yeah, no,
context is important, you two.
We need to not make Lorny a thing.
Thank you, Lorne. Lorny.
Squee.
No, context, you two. This is more about you.
I look at this. Yeah. The Bane one isn't it? Like, you know what? Like,
he doesn't do Batman.
Yeah, because it's just Triple H at that point.
In his defense, Bale's Batman wasn't a great voice, anyways.
It was good in Batman Begins, when it was just like a disguise, like a little rasp, and then somewhere in Dark Knight, it became cancer voice Batman.
Exactly. Like at the end of the
entire
Dark
city,
Knight,
everyone's as ugly as you. You're alone.
You got to do it the way Fake Wizard did it. That's not nice. It's still my favorite thing. It was great.
I prefer Bat Tom from Midnight's Edge.
I know what you mean.
We had a Bat Tom versus the Joker on the Pro Show one day, so that was fun.
Oh my god, you need to find that and link it to me. I need to see this now.
Oh my gosh, it didn't go very far. I was like on the spot, so I didn't. For some reason, my brain wasn't working. But swear to me, yeah, I do like that line. I don't know. I swear to God, swear to me. I do like that. But I don't. What do you guys think about the Heath Ledger voice, though? Like, do you like his Joker voice?
Oh, bring it on.
I'm not. I don't think I do it, but.
Oh, you mean just in general? No, his is like
general.
grade A. Like it was a great Joker voice.
Considering his take on it.
Again, it's his take on the Joker is very post Attack on America.
It's like
there's
AU Joker.
There's a fan theory that the truest thing he says in the movie is about the IED taking out soldiers, and that is one of the keys to his actual backstory.
It's all part of the plan thing,
right? Yeah. So there's a fan theory that that's what happened to him, and that's how he actually got the scars.
And why he's so he knows his way around explosives,
exactly, and guns.
Yeah.
Do you know my favorite thing that Heath Ledger did in that movie? It's so minor. When he's at the party where he's gonna fling Maggie Gyllenhaal out the window, he walks up and he takes someone's champagne flute, throws it, and then takes a sip out of it. If you're not paying attention, like you won't notice it, but it always makes me laugh every time I see it. I miss Heath Ledger.
Little fighting, yeah. I like that.
You know what? I remember Kevin Apollo and I watching the Dark Knight trailer and seeing the little fighting. Yeah, I like that. And he goes, well, "You're gonna love me," and we were like, "Yes!" We were like, "Finally!" Like
that movie still holds up. I'm sorry, I watched it not that
I have,
long ago.
I have my issues with it, but I do generally like it.
Well, I think though, with your issues, it's that you don't think it's a Batman story until the very end, which is separate. Then, is it a good movie that's watchable?
Oh, it's a fantastic movie. It's
Right.
if you just take that as a I'm trying to say if you just take it as a deformed person who invokes terror on people and versus a like a vigilante detective, it's a fantastic movie. But like I don't know. I don't really get Batman Joker vibes from it.
Well, and the question,
Spot on.
The central question of the movie is, can you trust the surveillance state? And in the movie, it's yes, if it's in the right hands.
I guess,
and
so.
only for a limited time.
All right, let's see what you guys have been saying in super chats. If there's anything new,
Super chat.
Roxanne Fox for $2. Trish said my name and I appeared.
Like Beetlejuice or Candyman.
I think it was a Joe Hendry reference, but
I don't care. I like my references better.
Nope. Mike Glass for $2 says Tyler Hoechlin wants to be Gunn's Batman. Yeah, that was what we figured when you said it earlier. I had a feeling that's what you meant. Which I don't know. I don't hate it. He's a fantastic. He's Sephiroth in the Final Fantasy VII remake. And
really?
He's oh yeah. Yeah, Superman is Sephiroth.
Okay, that gives me some very scary images, and now I'm kind of fearing for my life. So
he's
fantastic.
Sephiroth. Fantastic. Let's see. And Rox Fox, which is Liquid Fox, for $2 Canadian, says should have read one as Dr. Dave Schultz or Roddy Piper. Oh. We can go back. You know, I don't want to go back.
Oh my god, Lord's recent comment. Pull it up. The most recent one.
I believe in Joe Hendry and Harvey Dent. How does Lord know who Joe? Oh, I think I showed him. Oh yeah, because I showed you guys at when we were all together at the retreat. I showed you the I showed you the headlock headlines with the say his name and he appears. My wife loves Joe Hendry.
Triple H.
Yep. All right. You guys want to talk about Cracker Barrel?
Sure, if you want.
Why? What's going on with Cracker Barrel?
Well, nothing now, but so
well, no. You know what? I do want to say something. All they talk about is the logo changing back, but like the insides are still going to look all sterile and ugh.
I would assume that the insides are going to come back to the way they were too, right?
They haven't said that.
I'm
it's all about what people say.
I'm betting the ones they've already converted are staying at least for a while.
Maybe, yeah, because of the price of putting them back. So this was what they redesigned their logo to be. It's terrible.
It's the Denny's shape.
It's a Denny's logo. It looks like it was made in Canva. And you know, look at this. This is what an interior of a Cracker Barrel is supposed to look like. And you know, shares dropped $12 million, or 12% by $94 million market value. Trump got involved. And then they waved the white flag. We thank our guests for sharing your voices and love for Cracker Barrel. We said we'd listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain. So you know what? Good on them for listening to people. Bad on them for making the change in the first place.
I'm not quite as generous.
So now here's my question, and I have an answer to this because I don't think this is the case, but. Cracker Barrel has been declining in recent years in terms of value and whatnot. What if they were like, hey, you know, that Sonic the Hedgehog movie made a really bad Sonic the Hedgehog and then people didn't like it and they changed it? What if we do something we know people will hate and then we listen to them and then they'll come back to us because we've done what they've asked?
It's way too much.
They're playing 4D chess here.
Well, that's the urban legend of the conspiracy theory about the new Coke gambit.
That remember that one.
Coca-Cola wanted to get rid of real sugar and go to corn syrup, And so they rolled out new Coke, and then they never actually went back to the original recipe when they came out with Coke Classic.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
You know what gets me about this is so many other restaurant chains have closed. And Cracker Barrel survived.
Right.
And now you're doing this, and it's just like, what are you, insane? It's like a borderline miracle that you didn't close the way so many others have.
Yeah. Although they have lost about half their value off the peak. And that's not just recently. That's been a steady decline. I read the investor letter that one of their largest investors wrote.
We're about to go into that. So the most infuriating thing about this story is the Cracker Barrel CEO reportedly ignored warnings and pushed the logo redesign anyway, which led to the multi-million-dollar collapse. So it turns out that the Cracker Barrel logo debacle wasn't just a brand disaster; it was preventable. So Julie Fells Messino, the woke CEO of Cracker Barrel, and the company's board dismissed warnings from a top investor who predicted the chain's strategic transformation plan would be an obvious folly. So Sardar Biglari of Biglari Holdings Incorporated sounded the alarm. In a series of blistering critiques dating back to 2024, he repeatedly urged the board not to waste hundreds of millions of dollars on cosmetic changes while ignoring the chain's core challenges, declining guest traffic and fading loyalty. Biglari presented a 120-page slide deck titled Cracker Barrel is in Crisis and followed it up with a detailed 7-page letter to shareholders. In it, he slammed the rebrand as misguided, warning that the company was trying to fix surface-level aesthetics instead of addressing the deeper problems keeping people away from its restaurants. He said the problem isn't the seating, it's getting more people to sit in it. And despite those warnings, they went for it anyway, guys. So what do you think about that? That is a failure of leadership if I've ever seen one.
I can understand. I might play bad guy a little bit here, okay? Because I do agree. The current logo looks like complete and utter trash and is like the easiest thing in the world to make up. It's a big nothing burger. I do understand them wanting to revamp their brand because traditionally, I don't know if it's different in you guys' areas, Cracker Barrel tends to be a very senior citizen heavy establishment. And a lot of their core client base, the reality is, have been, passing away. And they're probably going to see their numbers fall compared to what they had in the past. Those who might have connected a little more to, what it was presenting itself as. And I do understand trying to make a revamp. However, trying to turn it into a diet Starbucks, if you even want to call it that, I think that's an insult to Starbucks calling it that, but is very misguided. And it seems like if they were going to pivot in some direction to try to get the sales up and get those butts in seats, so to speak, it seems like this was a very bad strategy. I do think a change needed to occur, but this just didn't seem the way to do it. And instead, it seems like they've made their most loyal followers to this day livid. And who's left to appeal to at this point? Because are they ever going to be able to recover from this?
I don't think their problems are the decor or the logo.
I agree. No. And in fact, the guy who wrote that letter or had the letter written agrees with you too, Trish. He points to product and service as the biggest problems.
And I have a Cracker Barrel by me, and it's always busy every time I go in. So, and that's one in a sea of 1,000 or whatever, but I'm just saying it's like, the appeal is still there in terms of what Cracker Barrel is. It's just a matter of, like you said, if people are getting their value, but I think trying to modernize Cracker Barrel is like the exact opposite of what Cracker Barrel is. Like the whole idea is that it's supposed to be like nostalgic and homey, and it's not supposed to feel like the more modern looking McDonald's or Wendy's buildings. Like they all look the same. And the picture that I saw was the same exact type of thing, except they thought they'd throw a couple of antique looking things on a couple of shelves and call it a day. And it's like, no, part of Cracker Barrel is being in that thing. Like it's, to me, it's like, if you can't understand that that's part of the appeal for Cracker Barrel, you have no business being the CEO of Cracker Barrel. That's just.
Have any of you guys been into the redesigned stores? Because I've actually been into one of the more recent redesigned ones, and it was very bland and boring. It makes you wonder if, like, perhaps what they should have done was, instead of going forward, maybe they should have gone back. Maybe not abandon, but maybe pivot a bit away from, just restaurant aspects if some of their sales were slipping, and maybe go a bit more into, okay, maybe do kind of like what you have when you have like those not heritage fairs, but like, you guys ever been to like one of those like reenactments they do of like this time period of which Cracker Barrel is set into, where they have basically, they're not there to be a server, but they're there to be an actor, to portray how the world was at that time. Maybe even kind of make it like an interactive experience, kind of like a more old-timey, I don't want to say Chuck E. Cheese, but, maybe make it more of an immersion experience. Maybe that could have gotten some hype. I don't know.
I don't think that would work for a couple of reasons. And one of them is 83% of these restaurants are on the interstate. And so a lot of the pull for Cracker Barrel is mom and dad don't want yet another McDonald's cheeseburger.
Yep.
They want to they want to get out of the car, mill around the little shop for a little while, and have a decent meal. I don't think the food quality has survived the lockdowns. I think the quality has become less than it was. And if I go actually pretty often because my kids just love the biscuits. In fact, one of my sons asked that I make the Cracker Barrel biscuits for his birthday. I'm like, son, I've got a family recipe. Nope.
He's like, no, Dad.
Yep.
The other thing that this kind of strikes me of, and I don't know, maybe this is just me. A lot of times, a lot of people in these positions, it feels like they tend to forget that there is an entire middle of this country that's like a heartland of this country that isn't necessarily like your big city, modern, glass, blah, 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 blah. Like there's a real emphasis on different things in that part of the country. And it's like, it just feels like it's always city sensibility, so to speak, or city taste.
Yeah.
But we're putting it on the whole.
We have to bring Manhattan and Los Angeles to the world.
And it's like, no.
It's not
another very tragic thing. Go ahead.
I think all three of us. So who should go?
Go ahead, Martin.
Having read the 7-page letter, the Biglari gets into several things, and one of them is that the previous CEO burned so much money on 3 different restaurant concepts that would never work. One of them was a quick serve restaurant called Holler and Dash that served Cracker Barrel style food, but is like you walk in and order off a iPad kind of stuff.
Yeah, fast food.
Yeah, fast food. Another one, they bought into a company called Punchbowl Social that I think is a bar and bowling alley restaurant. And then they purchased a Florida-based company called Maple Street Biscuits to replace Holler and Dash, and they still have Maple Street Biscuits. And his recommendation was just to divest themselves of that. But they burned through all that capital and then had nothing to show for it and wanted to spend, by my calculation, about 65% of the value of the entire company to redesign the company.
Right.
That's like when you're playing poker and you ask for 4 new cards. You just fold that hand. You don't play that hand. 4 new cards is not going to help you.
Right. 100%. You're right. Now, this story does not end here because today there was another development at Cracker Barrel. The company has done a full U-turn and erased DEI and pride messaging from its website. So all DEI and pride-related pages are gone. While corporate leaders once framed as progress has now been taken down, the pages highlighting Cracker Barrel DEI and pride initiatives disappeared this week, replaced by a more general culture and belonging statement. So let me get to the actual. So the response was observers noticed that the company's corporate site was loaded with DEI and pride initiatives, including a campaign called Bringing the Porch to Pride, complete with rainbow rocking chairs and sponsorship of pride parades. That page and the entire DEI section has now been deleted. In its place is a vague culture and belonging statement that avoids any explicit political language. So yeah, a lot of political and cultural pushback against Cracker Barrel. They seem to kind of be avoiding all of that now. But I think honestly, guys, at this point, the last thing that they have to do is they got to serve up this CEO on a platter. Like, they got to fire her very publicly.
I don't know that they're going to do that because
no, they're not going to, but it's what they have to do.
Probably. She strikes me as yet another CEO who thinks she deserves to be running a better company than the one she's running.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like every CEO.
Yeah.
She's trying to turn it into what she wants to run.
Right.
Essentially.
The previous CEO, again, my understanding from that letter, was when she chose to leave after her tenure, which this investor said was disastrous, the board elevated her to chairman of the board to oversee the new CEO. That's just not good corporate governance.
Yeah.
And so this board is clearly made up of people who are like-minded on this.
That's interesting. So the CEO of Cracker Barrel did issue a video statement today. Let's see what they had to say.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Well, there you have it, guys. The CEO of Cracker Barrel is escaping to space.
Just clip him saying space and keep it as a clip for the show.
I'm going to, but the full clip actually made the joke better because it was "You've rained on my glorious parade." So, in the future, it'll just be spies. Oh my goodness! All right, guys, I'm about tapped out for the night. What do you guys?
You made me hungry.
That's actually one of the reasons why I'm ending right now. So I'm hungry. I want to go eat something. But let me see if we got any more super chats. Nope, we don't have any more. So, Martin Stone, what do you got going on?
Well, I am one of the Lost Guys. You can find our episodes a couple of months after they're originally released on T3PO. And we're into the Trish episodes now, so all the Trishnaries out there can find her.
Woo, woo.
And we do a member exclusive for a couple of months on That Park Place, the channel. We just recorded one last week. I believe it's going to be coming out tomorrow. And you can see all about how Toys R Us returned.
Ah, fantastic.
It's a double length episode too. We blabbered on for a while on that one. It was fun.
Nolan Thunder, what do you got going on? What do you hear? What do you say?
You know, I'll make one more plug on this because I'm trying to get a little more in the algorithm. For those who were unaware, the Mario 64 documentary about it being allegedly made with an experimental artificial AI that caused strokes and seizures is up on YouTube. It's a mix of B-movie, horror, documentary, and comedy. So if it's something that appeals to you, please check it out on my channel, @Nolan_Thunder. My series, Lost in the Files. Really appreciate all the support. I know some people who have been very positive on the product, even in the comments here. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been saying such kind praise towards it. It doesn't go unheard, and I really appreciate all of you. So thank you.
All right. And Trish, what do you got going on?
We got this. We got Lost Guys. We got me flying by the seat of my pants. I don't know.
So general, basically what people are telling me, and I brought this up in the member live stream last week. People want Crime and Punishment as a live stream.
Oh, as a live stream?
Yeah, so that they can like comment along and watch us live.
That's fine.
You're good with
I don't
that?
know if I will be as interactive in that one, just forewarned.
Well,
I'm the host.
manning the chat.
I'm the
You
host
are.
of that one, so I'm the
You are.
chatty Cathy there. But
Yep. So maybe we'll be able to schedule that sometime in the next week or so. I'm going to be bringing back the game stream. I'm going to put up a poll, guys, whether or not you want to see more Mass Effect or if you want to move on to Hogwarts Legacy. So yeah, look, new video dropping in the morning at 6:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you are a member, it will be out sometime tonight once I'm done editing it, because I was in the process of editing it when we went on the air today. All right, guys. Well, from all of us here at the Tooney Town channels, I'm Marvin the Movie Monster. Now get out of here!
Thank you, everyone, for tonight. This has been such an amazing week. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the amazing cast. Thank you, Peacemaker. This is
platypus feel the wrath of my thank you-inator.
Thank you, you piece of trash.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you! Oh, I suppose you want me to say thank you. But you know what? Saying thank you is like jobbing.
Thank you!
I got a little message. Thank you. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
Thanks? For what? Hi-ho from all of us here at Tooney Town. Thank you!
And viewers like you. Thank you.